He doesn't pay his fair share. Don't worry about that. He doesn't pay his fair share.
Former years of Donald Trump will be former years of the same, only worse.
Protesting is not burning or looting or violating and can't be tolerated. Folks, it's my coaches who say it's go-to time. It's go time now. Look, Donald Trump doesn't understand health care.
What is the song I would have to play to get you hyped up?
Yeah.
Well, there's two of them. One, Aretha Franklin's Respect. The country of anything we need is some respect. RESPCT. It's what's lacking with this president. The second one is Hey Ya by Out.
Guess what? 500 million people have watched what I've done out of my basement.
I'm back. I've been here a number of times. Last time was, I think, all the way back in 2014. But I've been here before that. I love this place. Look, what's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what a neat town.
Stop the Cold War future that we're talking about. We're talking about a peaceful Cold War. What are we talking about?
My wife, Jill, as you know, and Doug Emhoff, Kamala's wife are there. Kamala will be back later this week, I think on Friday. If that's raining outside, come on in, guys. I don't want anybody out there. Are you guys in the rain? Or is that not rain? I thought that was rain. It is?
You may only get one shot, and your first issue that you're going to push, you get one.
First thing I would do is make sure that we defeat Donald Trump.
Okay.
Period.
Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down I used to work. It's a joke. You know where we were. Anyway. If you notice, I have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. 3 former chairs of the Black Caucus. The only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate. A whole range of people.
No,
my point is
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first African-American elected. This is the most consequential election in a long time. And the character of the country, in my view, is literally on the ballot. What kind of country we're going to be. 4 more years of Georgia, is going to find ourselves in a position where if Trump gets elected, we're going to be in a different world. Hello, everyone. I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor. Bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words. A kid coming from a very poor school, or a very poor background, will hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there. I'm also the only guy that got assault weapons banned, and the number of clips in a gun banned. Lonnie knows I believe this every fiber of my being. We're posed. What I propose is it can be done. Critical laws like the PRO Act to strengthen collective bargaining. On politics like prevailing and look. I guess I'm taking too much time, but 4 more years of Donald Trump will go down as an aberration. Hard to overcome the damage he's done, but we can overcome it. 8 more years of Donald Trump will change America in a fundamental way. By the way, this is my little sister, Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh, no, you switched on me. This is my wife, this is my sister. They switched on me. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. Among many qualified people, I'm the best qualified person for this job. I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it. You know, the rapidly rising I don't know. I just spoke at Dartmouth on healthcare at the medical school, or not. I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus. I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation. The president asked me to head up a cancer moonshot. Another country and annexed a significant portion of it called Crimea. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. Guatemala, El Salvador, and to win and say in Honduras and say, look, I took on Putin in terms of in terms of what was going on in Ukraine. By strengthening, by investing $100 billion in education, in global warming efforts. It's a whole range of things. We can't afford it by just beginning to reward work as much as wealth.
It get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun. Have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun. Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump! They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. To say that LGBTQ people have no civil rights. No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger. We have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a no, I really mean it. And immediately change the law in the state of Delaware protecting transgender people. We have to eliminate the funding gap that exists between minority white and majority white and non-white districts. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. A lot of them. Corruption. Trump was out there tweeting again this morning. I call him President Tweety. Well, Trump is pursuing a damaging and erratic trade war without any strategy, by the way. This guy is moving to foment hate. But President Trump and the demagogues around the world, but if Donald Trump is reelected, he doesn't want to shed light. He wants to generate heat, and he's stoking violence in our...
Fool me once. Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get... fool again. I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of, it's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words? I mean, tell people why I say that. I mean, I think, and it is a, I think it is, and it's a, my state of the union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, speech to the nation. Families is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream. Aaron is with us, a West Texas girl, just like me. Sure, you can imagine it is an unimaginable honor to live here. Thanks for coming. Be seated. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the White House. Thanks for coming. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? I know what I believe. I will continue to articulate what I believe. And what I believe, I believe what I believe is right. It'll take time to restore chaos. You're working hard to put food on your family. Africa's a nation that suffers from incredible disease. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. For us to get the framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the children living in the dark dungeons of the internet. Find out that the literacy level of our children are appalling. Thank you all very much. The fact that they purchased the machine meant somebody had to make the machine. And when somebody makes a machine, it means there's jobs at the machine-making place. The people of Bulgaria ought to be proud of the achievements that they have achieved. A fine host for the OPEC summit. I appreciate APEC summit. It's not always a given that the United States and America would have a close relationship. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. And America needs a military where our best and brightest are proud. The new Prime Minister of India is, no.
You know, this thought took a while to thaw. It's going to take a while to unthaw.
Last night, Jeb and I had some crabs. Look like members of the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife. Thank you for holding this awesome speech. I hear there's rumors on the internets that there be a stable Iran. Iran that is capable of rejecting Iranian influence. Anybody here got 4 kids? 3 kids? You got 4? 4. 3, okay. All right, wait. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, I know why I asked it. Are you having burritos for lunch? The best way to defeat this enemy in the long run is to deny them the recruiting tools that are and recruitments made possible by resentment. He can't take the high horse and then claim the low road. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. See you at church. We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
And in his brief remarks, the president drew a roar from the crowd after putting his foot in his mouth.
You helped our nation celebrate its bicentennial in 1976.
The president's humor came to the rescue.
She gave me a look that only a mother could give a child. Thank you for holding this awesome speech. Is that Sam Donaldson? Forget it, you're a has-been. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. I think they misestimated the will and determination of the Commander-in-Chief, too. A year ago, my approval rating was in the 30s. My nominee for the Supreme Court had just withdrawn, and my vice president had shot someone.